Station. We do this every Wednesday, and we're doing it because of you, because we know that this is information you require. Of course, you know what Splash FM does. It is education and entertainment 24 hours of every single day, whether you're joining us on social media or you're doing it via the live broadcast on radio, or you even choose to go online, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you have it all there. You're able to join Splash FM, and of course there's the Splash FM app you can download and listen to the program. Of course, this is Auto Clinic, and we have been doing this to bring it to you every Wednesday by 10:30 in the morning. Today's date is 19th of May 2021, and this is your weekly dose of everything cars and vehicle related. You can join us live right now on the Splash FM Facebook page. Go to Splash FM 1055 on Facebook. You can watch live right now. You can also do the same thing on YouTube. You can also join Auto Clinic NG on Facebook. You can join Auto Clinic NG on Facebook. You can join Auto Clinic NG on Instagram. You can join Auto Clinic NG on Twitter. So basically what we are doing right now is streaming live for you as well. Time 10:32 a.m. And my name is Tunde Onakoya. I'm the mechanic, and I'll be your chaperone on today's show. If you're listening to us for the first time, what we are doing is bringing information to you about cars and the automotive industry at large. As usual, we have lined up exciting stuff for your listening pleasure. And on today's episode, we're starting with updates from the automotive world, after which we'll be moving towards the conversation we started last week, which is talking about the vehicle transmission system. When we're done with that, we'll coast towards the telephone lines for diagnosis of your vehicles and provide solutions to your automotive concerns. First, the update from the automotive world. NIA reports only 7% of vehicles in on Nigerian roads are insured, and Hyundai Ioniq 5 wins Best Design at Top Gear Electric Awards. Now I'll give you the details. The Nigerian Insurance Association, NIA, has said that only about 3 million vehicles out of 13 million on Nigerian roads are insured, indicating that about 77% are uninsured. The NIA said that this is they're getting this data collaborating with Lagos, Kaduna, Niger, Kogi, and Ogun State governments on enforcement of motor insurance through their licensing offices. The chairman of NIA, Mr. Ganiyu Musa, said the industry is embittered about what it is losing to insurance racketeers and non-insurance of vehicles. According to him, discussions are ongoing with the states to ensure that motorists get genuine insurance cover at the point of renewing their vehicle particulars at licensing offices, even as plans to extend to other states is in the offing at the moment. Musa, who also the group managing director and CEO of Cornerstone Insurance PLC, disclosed that the association is also partnering with the Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, and the police to give them access to Nigerian insurance industry portal, such that when a vehicle is apprehended, they can ascertain if such vehicle carries fake or genuine insurance certificate. The Ioniq 5, that is Hyundai's first car on the all-new dedicated EV platform, has won the Best Design at the Top Gear Electric Awards. The first car in the new Ioniq lineup brand, and the first Hyundai built on the new dedicated eGMP battery electric vehicle platform. The Ioniq 5 doesn't just herald a new era for the EV design, but for EV performance and capability. The Ioniq 5 is fully electric and rich in eco-friendly materials, including those extracted from sugarcane, meaning it's both desirable and sustainable. It is able to charge from 10 to 80% in just 18 minutes. It will accelerate from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 5.2 seconds and travel up to 300 miles on a single charge. That's it on the update from the automotive world. You're still listening to Auto Clinic on Splash 105.5 FM. Last week we started a conversation talking about transmissions on vehicles, and we were able to look into the types of transmissions we have, which we talked about the regular automatic transmission, you have the manual transmission, you have the CVT transmission, you have the automated manual, which is the also known as the multi-mode manual transmission. We talked about also you having the dual clutch transmission, the direct shift gearbox. You have all of this. And so today we will move towards failed transmissions. What is causing transmissions to fail, and what are the signs and symptoms you'll be seeing when your transmission starts failing. Now, because we talked about those transmissions last week, and we're focusing on what could be wrong. Last week we started that when we talked about failed transmission solenoids, which the electromechanical part of the transmission inside the transmission itself could fail because the solenoids use the fluid flow. They require electricity and all of that to actually work. So when you don't have the solenoids working well, definitely your transmission will not work properly. You also have a situation where you could have a bad torque converter. If you have a bad torque converter, the transmission will fail if the needle bearings wear out or are damaged. And some of the symptoms of a failing torque converter includes when you hear a whining noise while you're driving, but not when you're in neutral. You could also have a bad clutch on the transmission, which you can often tell when you begin to perceive the smell from the shifting gears. Now, these smells will be reminiscent of learning how to drive for people who are learning how to drive manual. Now, a symptom of bad clutch could include a spongy or soft clutch pedal that is easy to push or rest closer to the floor than normal. That's for people who drive automatic manual transmission. So if you have a manual transmission and you begin to smell that burn every time you're driving, possibly you have a problem with your clutch. And if the clutch pedal is just soft, extremely soft to press, sinking towards the firewall of the car, then you know that you likely have a clutch issue. It's also possible that you have low transmission fluid. Now, many transmission problems can be linked to transmission operating with low transmission fluid because most likely this is due to leak. So if you find a reddish fluid in your driveway, you most likely have transmission fluid that is leaking there, which automatic transmission, because oftentimes automatic transmission fluid is pink, reddish, save for the ones that are green in color as well, but you should know the type that you have on your car if you begin to notice that leakage. So what you need to do is to get yourself to a transmission service shop as soon as possible to prevent additional damage to that area. So it's something you want to avoid happening to you. So, but if you see that puddle of fluid on the floor in your parking area, then you're sure that you have issues with a leaking transmission fluid. Now, sometimes if your car is equipped with the hydraulic power steering, it could be leaking from there. That particular part also uses transmission fluid. But there's only one way you would know. If you get to a mechanic who checks it out for you, and you'll be able to actually get that checked out. Now, I'm going to go on a short break now. When I come back, we'll begin to look at the signs of transmission trouble. Not just things you see, you'll feel these things when you're driving the car. Don't go away. The program is still Auto Clinic with the Mechanic. And when I come back, we'll be able to open the phone lines as well, and you'll be able to call us. Thank you very much for joining.
And the winners for the Indomie Eat and Win promo are Mrs. Obi and Davy.
Yes, Mommy, we won! We won!
Yes, we won!
David, you still haven't told me how you won. It's simple, John. With Indomie Eat and Win.
Indomie Eat and Win?
Yes! Just buy 10 Indomie Tipples pack, find the unique code at the back of the pack, go to www.indomitables.ng and enter your code to win amazing prizes every week and a star prize of 100,000 naira.
Wow! Let me go and get my Indomie now.
Football is back, and there are more ways to win on BetKing. With mega odds and the widest market selections ever, you can increase your winnings with an accumulated bonus of up to 225%. Don't have an account? Visit betking.com to sign up now and claim a welcome bonus up to 100,000 naira. Stay safe and keep kinging. BetKing, playground for kings.
You don't wait for the dying minute of the football season, where they come with extra drama.
Eagerly awaited Manchester derby.
Better heartbreak.
He didn't get the goal then.
And the victory where you go tell your picking, and your picking them. But anyhow it take happen, we dey gidigba with our team. Now for life.
There it is.
Na football wey make sense be dis, and you no fit miss am. Stay connected on top your GoTV this whole month of May as football season don enter final lap. GoTV, love it.
Since I switched to Mamador 100% pure cooking oil, family meal times have been so rewarding. You see, Mamador 100% pure cooking oil is cholesterol-free and contains omega-6 and 9, proven to keep heart healthy. Not only that, it also makes my food taste delicious.
You sure know how to take care of my stomach.
And your heart, especially. Switch to Mamador and enjoy healthy and tasty meals. Mamador is tested and approved by the Nigerian Heart Foundation. Cook with Mamador. Your heart will thank you.
My name na Patito, I be first class truck driver.
Yes, it's Panadol Extra Caplets. Panadol Extra is now also available in a smaller pack of 4 caplets at only 50 naira. Same Panadol Extra Caplets that relieves headache, backache, muscle ache, menstrual pain, and toothache. If it's not Panadol, it's not the same thing as Panadol. If symptoms persist after 2 days, consult a doctor. Panadol Extra contains paracetamol and caffeine. Not recommended in pregnancy and children under 12.
I don't like distractions when I study, especially now that WAEC is only a few months away. I like to just lock myself in my room with my booklets for solving problems, calculator, past questions, and my phone. Yes, my phone. With my phone, I go to www.learnathome.radio, a 24-hour audio e-learning platform. Learn at Home has classes in over 10 subjects for pupils and students from primary 4 to SS3. But most importantly, Learn at Home has classes that cover past questions in WAEC and Junior WAEC and other exams. Do you see why I love it? Just go to www.learnathome.radio now and join in. It is free and doesn't require much data. And if you're on MTN, it is absolutely free to browse and learn. Let me go back to my studying.
Learn at Home is brought to you by Data Science Nigeria in partnership with the MasterCard Foundation.
Night time is deep sleep time. It's baby dreaming baby dreams time. It's for peeing and not being bothered and having a dry bum till dawn. Night time is always baby's bliss time when you use Huggies Dry Comfort. With a stretchy waistband and super absorbent core, Huggies Dry Comfort provides all-night dryness and comfort for your baby. Make nighttime rest-filled for baby and you with Huggies. For all-night dryness and comfort.
tí ẹ bá délé ọlọ́kà tẹ fẹ́ tẹ́ra yín lọ́rùn ẹ ó wí pé.
ẹ dákun ẹ fún mi ní àmàlà mẹ́rin pẹ̀lú gbẹ̀gìrì àti ewédú ẹ fi fùkù ṣàkì kọ̀kọ̀tọ̀ abọ́dì ògúnfe.
ṣùgbọ́n tẹ bá fẹ́ ra ògùn ibà ẹ wá sọ pé.
ṣebí ibà ni.
bí ẹ ṣe máa ra oúnjẹ sínú yín bẹ́ẹ̀ gẹ́lẹ́ ló yẹ kẹ́ ẹ máa ra ògùn ibà yín ẹ máa ra Coartem ó wà lóní hóró aládùn ṣẹ́rì fún àwọn ọmọdé má fi ibà ṣeré yan èyí tó tọ́ láàyò yan Coartem tí kò bá sí àyípadà lẹ́yìn ọjọ́ mẹ́ta lọ rí dókítà rẹ̀.
Big protein breakfast àṣírí ibẹ̀ nìyẹn. Bí ìyá mi máa ṣe ń jí láfẹ̀mọ́jú, wọ́n á ṣe oúnjẹ fún wa kí wọ́n tó sáré lọ sí ibi iṣẹ́. Lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà, bàbá wa máa ń ṣiṣẹ́ dalẹ́. Wọ́n sì tún jí lówùúrọ̀ láti gbé mi lọ sí ilé ẹ̀kọ́. Kò wá sí bó ṣe lè di gádígádí tó. Kì í rìn wọ́n láti máa bá mi ṣeré. Ìdí rèé tí wọn kì í kúrò nílé láì jẹ Big protein breakfast.
Bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọjọ́ rẹ pẹ̀lú oúnjẹ òwúrọ̀ tó kún fún Big protein amárata kébé.
Pig, rich for your pig.
Wetin you need na safeguard.
Children dem like to dey play.
Dem like to dey play.
Small pikin that must jolly oh.
Dem like to dey jolly oh.
But remember one thing, protect them with safeguard so. Protect them with safeguard. Protect them with safeguard so. From the teen and yama so the future go better.
Safeguard antibacterial soap dey comot every yamayama for body. E also dey available for 50-gram size.
As the best man, I'd like to give a toast. But first, I have a few things to say. The money they are spraying the couple is reducing. It seems some people have rubbed glue under their shoes to pack it.
Clearly, he's been watching comedy nights or maybe My Siblings and I on Africa Magic Urban, DSTV channel 153. Now you too can get inspired by our local entertainment. Get a HD decoder, dish, plus 1 month DSTV compact subscription for only 18,600 naira. Because great stories start on DSTV.
And the winners for the Indomie Eat and Win promo are Mrs. Obi and Davy.
Yes, Mommy, we won! We won!
Yes, we won!
won. David, you still haven't told me how you won. It's simple, John. With Indomie Eat and Win. Indomie Eat and Win? Yes. Just buy 10 Indomitables pack. Find the unique code at the back of the pack. Go to www.indomitables.ng and enter your code to win amazing prizes every week and a star prize of 100,000 naira.
Wow! Let me go and get my Indomie now.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's rev up in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, welcome back. The program is still Auto Clinic with the Mechanic on Splash 105.5 FM, the most listened to radio station in Southwest Nigeria and the best radio station around here. Of course, we started off the conversation with the transmission today. We have been able to talk about updates from the automotive world, and the focus has been on the automotive transmission. That's transmission you have on your car. And a lot of the time, when you have these transmission issues, they can be very expensive. And that's why we have said, you know what do we do now? We should ensure that we give you information to give you the early warning signs that you have a transmission failure and maybe finding a way to prevent that from happening. And one of the most important things to do is to ensure you service your transmission on time. An average transmission that is doing regular work, everyday driving, not too much stress, is something you should service about 30,000 kilometers or 1 year, whichever one comes first. Do your transmission service once in a year. Don't wait for that transmission to begin to develop symptoms of failure before you start focusing on, so what do I do? Because oftentimes when I'm in the workshop, people come in and say, I want to change my transmission fluid. And the question that follows is, what happened to your transmission? And they always have one thing or the other sign they have been feeling or seeing that their transmission is there. Now, you are not supposed to service your transmission when it starts misbehaving. When you wait for that time, most of the time is too late. Now, some of the signs that your transmission is in trouble is when it refuses to switch gears. That is, if your vehicle refuses or struggles to change gears, you are more than likely facing a problem with your transmission system. So one of the causes could be low transmission fluid, or the wrong type of transmission fluid is what will cause this kind of situation. So you notice that you're driving and the engine is just, the RPM of the engine just keeps going on and on. It doesn't change. Then you most likely have a transmission problem already, which is caused by either you have low fluid in the system or the wrong type of fluid. Now, you could also perceive something smelling. When you notice that, you need to visit an auto repair shop as fast as possible. For you to smell something burning from your transmission or from the car, it needs your mechanic's attention immediately. And oftentimes, what we find is that the transmission is overheating, or the transmission fluid is very old and is burning out already. When you begin to notice this, chances are that your transmission will no longer live as long as it should be. Now, the phone lines are open: 08091551055, 08056998678, 0706949300. If you have any issue with your car, it's an opportunity for you to call in while we continue to examine the issue of your transmission. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Emmanuel is my name from Akobo.
All right, Emmanuel, you have 30 seconds. Shoot.
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Yeah. When is it the normal time to change your gear oil?
Your gear transition.
A year or what?
Okay, no problem. You can listen from the radio. Thank you very much for calling. Thank you, Emmanuel. Okay, Emmanuel is asking the question, when is it normal for you to change your transmission fluid? Like I said, the worst time to change your transmission fluid is when it is developing a problem. I advise you do it annually if you drive a lot. If you don't drive a lot, worst case scenario, make sure you do it in 2 years, which is about 30,000 miles on your vehicle. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Please turn down the volume on your radio.
Yeah, my name is Dapo. I'm calling from the Road.
All right, Dapo, make your question pretty fast.
I have a vehicle, Nissan Frontier,
okay.
2004.
Okay.
Well, I just discovered that it's difficult for me to, when I engage the transmission, it's difficult to move forward. It's slow, it's sluggish when you want to move forward. But when I put it in the reverse, there's no problem. It goes very well. And the transmission is, it's okay when I put the big stick grips, although why it's cold, not why it's hot.
Okay.
So I don't know what could have happened.
When was the last time you serviced that transmission?
It's almost a year.
Almost
a year, but because I don't use it, especially last year, COVID, it was packed.
Okay, so let me ask you this: when it was serviced, was the filter changed?
No, it was washed.
It was washed, and it was still good enough, and they used it. Now, what kind of transmission fluid did you use in that car?
There's from 4, something like that.
That's from 4. That your transmission is supposed to use Matic D transmission fluid. Nissan Matic D transmission fluid.
Okay.
That's what you're supposed to use. I hope you haven't used the wrong one, which could be the reason your transmission is misbehaving.
Well, it has been, the vehicle has been performing fine, well, except.
Oh, okay. I hope he got my message. I hope he got it right, which is the fact that he's supposed to use Nissan Matic D for that transmission or its equivalent. Whatever he uses, he has to ensure is the equivalent one. And his car is a 2004. If the transmission pump is not supplying as much pressure as it should, then you will have that sluggish takeoff. But what I'll advise you, go to your mechanic, run a diagnostic scan to be sure that no solenoid is messing up on this car, and then you can take the solution. You can take it from there. So I hope that solves your problem from the gentleman with the Nissan Frontier. So part of the challenges you will have if your transmission is misbehaving is when you hear weird noises from the vehicle when your car is in neutral. It's a sign that you have transmission problem. At best, you see, these noises might indicate that your car is ready for a new transmission oil. It could also mean that your car requires a costly part replacement due to mechanical wear. Also, you could have slipping gear. That's your transmission will just slip out of gear. Sometimes you have leaking fluid all over the place. Sometimes it begins to grind or shake when you are moving, and ultimately you have the check engine light on. So these are some of the issues that could be signs that your transmission needs attention. Well, I have very little time to spend today because we have a bunch of adverts. We love them. Keep them coming. I have worked today with Aziz and Elizabeth Chile as my studio manager and research assistant, respectively. Special gratitude to you for joining us again today. For everybody that called in, for everybody that tuned in, watched us online, watched us on all the platforms, we say thank you to you. Till I come your way again next week with another exciting episode, I remain Tunde Onakoya, the mechanic, saying thank you very much for listening.
Listened to Auto Clinic. Let's continue the conversation on